Okay, hello everyone. I am so glad to be back with you guys. I am in the midst of making an alkaline spinach pie. Of course, we don't eat spinach in this lifestyle, so I'm going to be doing it with kale. I'm mixing kale and turnip greens together. Okay, so I've already did a batch that is ready to go here. I sauteed them with onions, mixed them together, sauteed them with onions, and sauteed it in some oil. This is another batch because they cook down so much during the process. So, you know, this is what I have to do. Just do it in sections. I already made the cheese that is going to go into the spinach pie. I've already prepped that for you. It looks really nice too. It's nice and brown. I actually use walnut cheese, and the coloring is really because it's been sitting for a minute. But what I had to do with the coconut, not the coconut, the walnuts, I soaked them. I actually soaked them overnight, and then I actually put it in a food processor first, along with I did 5 onions because I didn't have any onion powder, so I just used fresh onion. And so I blended in 5 fresh onions, put in some ginger powder, some smoked sea salt, and what else did I put in here? A little tablespoon of tahini I put in, and some cilantro. Did I put a cilantro or parsley? Hold on, I can tell you right now what I put in. I put in parsley. I'm sorry. I put in parsley. So I put in about 2 tablespoons of parsley as well. You can actually do cilantro in the cheeses as well. It all depends on what taste you want to get. Now for this particular cheese, this is not the same cheese that I would make like for macaroni and cheese. And so I'm not trying to get the sharp cheddar taste that is typical of the cheeses we will put in with the noodles. I'm going for a different type of taste, kind of like a feta, a feta type taste. And so it's kind of a different taste. Okay, I wanted it a little more tangy, so I put in lime juice, and I actually blended in the lime pulp. Okay, so I didn't throw away, I didn't toss the peel and the pulp together. I actually pulled the pulp part out, like how some people will peel an orange and eat the whole thing. I peeled the lime and put the whole lime in here outside of the peel. Discarded the peels and put the rest of the lime in here, so I have the lime fiber in there as well. And so it gives it kind of a different punch, okay, than it normally would if we were doing mac and cheese with it. So it actually came out really beautiful. I'm gonna spin it around here. I first put in the food processor. Oh, and you have to use nut milk. You have to use some type of milk, whatever is approved in the lifestyle. I used, just for the sake of the video, hemp milk, okay? And you have to use that milk in order to get it creamy. And so what I did, I went and put it over into my Nutri Ninja blender after I get all those ingredients chopped down good enough, and it came out with a really nice consistency. It's going to be really nice. Okay, and then you can use the dough. You can use would be just a regular dough. You can use chickpea flour and oil, and then put even parts of oil and water and a little salt, and just make a really quick dough. Or you can use spelt flour or kamut flour. It does not matter what dough you use. Just remember, whatever dough you use, you really need to roll it with a rolling pin very thin. You don't want the dough to be thick for this dish. Okay. So that's it. So what we're going to do is, once I cook this down, it'll be ready for me to put in the oven. So I already have my dough and stuff already set aside, and I'm going to line it up. And once this cooks down, I'm going to line everything up, mix in the cheese, and then we are going to get busy. Okay, the way that I make it buttery will be at the end when it's done cooking. I will put a little bit of coconut oil on it just to lather it. We can also use some roasted walnut oil. I know I was talking on one of the last shows, and I forgot I was trying to find it actually, but I hadn't reorganized my cabinets yet. And I was trying to find this for you guys. This is walnut oil, roasted walnut oil. I have talked to Dr. CB's office a lot about this, and they always say every time I call that it is approved. Okay, walnuts are approved, and so why wouldn't walnut oil be approved, right? Here's your ingredients here. Ingredients: walnuts, period. Okay, BPA free. This is a medium to high heat. Okay, so it can handle sauteing. I just wanted you guys to know that. Okay, now I do use walnut oil quite a bit. It is very good. So we can either totally baste it in walnut oil, you know, throughout the cooking process, or we can wait till it's done and just baste a little bit of coconut oil in there just to give it a little buttery kick. Okay, so that is it. Very, 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 very simple dish. Okay, so I'll just go over the dough. Would be easy. You can use whatever approved flour you want. You can just put the water in there. You put water and you put oil. Some people like to even put Irish sea moss in it, sea moss gel, excuse me. If you do the Irish sea moss gel, it's gonna swell, just so you know. So you don't want, for this particular dish, you don't want the bread to swell. So I wouldn't use the Irish sea moss gel in this particular recipe. But if you do want a fat dough, that's what you would do. Okay, and that's about it. I'm going to post this video up with the finished product, so I will be seeing you guys soon. Bye bye.